Good afternoon, Knights, and happy Black History Month. Thank you for joining us today. Broadcasting live from Academy Park World News headquarters, I'm Zay. Today is Thursday, February 27th, and it is day 2. And now let's go over to Sarah with this weather.
Thank you, Isaiah. Today there will be a high of 41 degrees, a low of 28 degrees, and expected to be partly cloudy with wind. And now, Isaiah, what are some things happening at AP that students should know about?
Thank you, Sarah. Seniors, there will be a FOSFA completion night on Tuesday, March 3rd from 6 to 8 p.m. in the library. This event is intended to help any seniors and their families to apply with financial aid. For more information, please see your counselor. The What's Your Passion Festival is happening this Saturday. Doors open at 10 a.m. Free breakfast and lunch are provided. Come hear from Academy Park alumni about their lives and careers and how to get where you want to be. Joining us this year is AP's graduate on air, DJ A Boogie from Hip Hop 103.9 and his team. Prizes will be raffled off at the end of the day and includes cash, tablets, gift cards, and more. Follow us on Instagram for updates at What's Your Passion APHS. If you have any questions, see Ms. Ryder in room 220. See you Saturday. Students, you are invited to the 2020 College and Careers Fair. This is a great opportunity to meet the prospective college and universities to help shape your future. This event will take place in Edinburgh High School tonight, Thursday, February 27th at 6:30 p.m. Credit recovery. The final session of credit recovery for this school year starts on March 9th. If you need help to make up classes, please see your guidance counselor or Mr. Starkin in room 212. To register for this session, seniors, if you need to make up any classes to graduate this year, this is your last opportunity to do so. Credit recovery has 25 days of mandatory attendance from 2:55 p.m. till 5:55 p.m. There is no charge for credit recovery. Spring formal tickets are on sale and will remain on sale until tomorrow, Friday. They are $10 each and $15 per couple. Tickets can be purchased in Dr. McCoach's room 263 or Ms. Strott's room 332 after school, cash only. Universal Technical Institute. Any 11th or 12th graders students who are interested in the Universal Technical Institute, please see Ms. Kaiser in the guidance office as soon as possible. So you think you can write? Submit your best writing to AP's 4th annual Creating Writing Contest. There are 2 categories, short story and poetry. All submissions must be typed, printed, and submitted to Ms. Sacrani in 241 by Thursday, April 2nd. There will be a grand prize winner in each category. The top 25 submissions will win participation in a creative writing workshop with published author Paul Volponi. And let's take a break to go over to Tiani and Sonara for our Black History Month, featuring a prominent figure in Black history.
Thank you, Isaiah. We here at Knightline News will finish Black History Month by paying respect to one man and one woman who feature prominently in the history of the Black experience in America. Today we will discuss Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman.
Frederick Douglass was an American social reformer, abolitionist, orator, writer, and statesman. After escaping from slavery in Maryland, he became a national leader of the abolitionist movement in Massachusetts and New York, gaining note for his oratory and incisive anti-slavery writings.
In his time, he was described by abolitionists as a living counterexample of slaveholders' arguments and a slave-locked intellectual capacity to function as independent American citizens. Northerners at the time found it hard to believe that such a great orator had once been a slave.
Douglass wrote several autobiographies. He described his experiences as a slave in his 1845 autobiography, Narrative of the Life of Frederick Douglass, on American Slave, which became a bestseller and was influential in promoting the cause of abolition. As his second book, My Bondage and My Freedom, written in 1855.
Douglass was a firm believer in equality of all people, whether white, black, female, Native American, or Chinese immigrants. He was also a believer in dialogue and making alliances across racial and ideological divides in the liberal values of the U.S. Constitution when racial abolitionists under the motto, "No Union with Slaveholders," criticized Douglas' willingness to engage in dialogue with slave owners. He replied, I will unite with anybody to do right with nobody to do wrong.
And now, a few words on Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman was an American abolitionist and political activist born into slavery. Tubman escaped and made some 13 missions to rescue approximately 70 enslaved people, including family and friends, using a network of anti-slavery activists and safe houses known as the Underground Railroad. During the American Civil War, she served as an armed scout and spy for the Union Army. In her later years, Tubman was an activist in the struggle for women's suffrage.
In 1849, Tubman escaped to Philadelphia, then immediately returned to Maryland to rescue her family. Slowly, one group at a time, she brought relatives with her out to the state and eventually guided dozens of other slaves to freedom. Traveling by night in extreme secrecy, Tubman, or Moses as she was called, never lost a passenger. After the Fugitive Slave Act in 1850 was passed, she helped guide fugitives farther north into British North America, Canada, and helped newly freed slaves find work.
When the Civil War began, Tubman worked for the Union Army, first as a cook and nurse, and then as an armed scout and spy, the first woman to lead an armed expedition in the war. She guided a raid that liberated more than 700 slaves.
After the war, she retired to the family home on property she had purchased in 1859 in Auburn, New York. She was cared for her aging parents. She was active in the women's suffrage movement until illness overtook her after her death in 1913. She became an icon of courage and freedom.
That is the end of today's feature on prominent figures in Black history. And now back to Lex.
Thank you, Sonar and Tiani. Senior Scholarship Opportunity. The Ann Clinger Burns Scholarship is accepting applications. Interested seniors can find out how to apply in the guidance office. Senior dues are $125 and must be paid before you purchase your prom ticket. You can pay the total amount or at once in installments. Students, don't forget, whenever you're at lunch, please remember to take a fruit or vegetable. They are delicious and very good for you. And now here's Jamar with your horoscopes today, Thursday, February 27th.
Thank you, Isaiah. For today's horoscopes, if you are an Aries, rewards for past deeds will highlight your day. Strong willpower will get you through challenges. Taurus, don't let friends convince you that you should contribute to something you don't believe in. Gemini, stay calm and focus on things that will help you better understand challenging circumstances. Cancer, be careful when working in groups that no one is trying to steal your thunder. Leo, you may not be as appreciated as you feel you deserve, but don't worry. Hard work will earn you respect. Virgo, start saving your money for something that may be costly down the road. Patience will be rewarded in time. Libra, you might find that a student you have trusted will have been two-faced. Sudden romantic connections may have been short-lived. Stay positive. Scorpio, too much talk may lead to hassles. You can make a difference if you're willing to stand up and be counted. Sagittarius, you can rely on your most trustworthy friend today. Secret relationships may be brought out in the open. Capricorn, don't try to twist things around so they sound more enticing. You will have the discipline and fortitude to accomplish what you want today. Aquarius, you might find it difficult to control your emotions today. Go outside and get some exercise. Pisces, you will be extremely receptive to new and creative ways to get work done. Take advantage, catch up on those assignments you were meaning to get around to. And now let's go over to Skylar and Malik for today's sports.
Thank you, Jamar. Baseball trials on March 2nd and 3rd from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. Location, main gym or outside back gym. You must love a physical to try out.
See Mr. Russo and Mr. Ferry or Coach Bell for a form free physical today, Wednesday, February 26th. The next voluntary practice, Thursday, February 27th, in the main gym. For Ever Here Knightline News, I'm Malik.
I'm Skylar.
Mar.
And I'm Zay. Keep those electronics out of states. those student IDs visible, those hoods off, and those AirPods and earbuds in your locker. And remember, in Black History Month, Harriet Tubman once said, "I freed 1,000 slaves, and I could free 1,000 more if only they knew they were slaves." And Frederick Douglass once said, "No man can put a chain about the ankle of his fellow man without last finding the other end fastened about his own neck." From everyone here at the World News headquarters, remember, Knights, to be here, be respectful, be responsible, and be safe. And happy Black History Month, Knights.